Liebe Leute, herzlich willkommen bei Morcor TV. Ich bin Mike und ich freue mich riesig auf meinen heutigen Interviewpartner. Es ist James von Havana und ich bin sehr, sehr gespannt auf die Geschichte der letzten Jahre der Band, denn für die, die es wissen oder die vielleicht es nicht wissen von euch, eigentlich war die Band kurz davor, sich aufzulösen und jetzt machen sie doch weiter, aber als Duo, nur noch die beiden Brüder und ich bin super gespannt auf das, was sie uns erzählen zum neuen Album, welches am 15. Juli erscheint und was es noch an spannenden Themen rund um dieses letzten 2 Jahre in dieser super verrückten Zeit gibt. James, hello!
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine, and yeah, I'm so happy to have you here. I think
Thank you.
the weather seems to be pretty good in your flat.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's amazing. Oh, that sounds
nice.
Cool. Oh, it's a typical British city or something like that, more a suburb, right?
Yeah, suburb.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks amazing, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
I think I already mentioned it in German. I think there are a lot of things we can talk about today. Like, Havana, you released in the mid of, I think it was in the mid of 2020 or no, it was in the beginning of 21 when you said that the plan was to break up in the beginning of 2020. And this is crazy. So, and this is so crazy thinking about of your success with your last record, Rituals, 2018. I think this was one of the most successful records, or perhaps the most successful, especially in UK and in Germany. And then what happened then? Like 2018, everything was fine. You had a tour, and what happened?
A lot of things happened, but we kind of just fell out with each other. We kind of stopped being friends, which sucked. And like a lot of things happened. Like I was drinking way too much at the time, and like there was just like there was loads of small things that happened, and then they mixed together and just created like a mess, really. And by the end of sort of 2019, we didn't want to be around each other. We didn't want to be in a band. We didn't want to tour. So I think it was just a lot of pressure and a lot of I don't really know. We just kind of got sick of each other and sick of music, which was not fun.
I think, especially thinking about the feel being sick of music for you as a musician.
Yeah.
In total, like, how was this feeling?
It was. I just felt lost, really, because the only thing that I love and the only thing I know how to do is music, and then that was making me miserable. So I didn't really know where I was and what to do. So it was crazy.
Yeah, but what happened that you not decided to split up or break up with the band, and instead saying, okay, we move on, but the other guys will leave the band, or were they dropped? What happened then?
Yeah, so we decided to stop the band in 2020 at the beginning. And then we had a whole year where we didn't speak to each other at all, nothing. Like me and my brother, we didn't speak to each other, not even once. And then at the beginning of 2021, I started to like message my brother and talk to him a little bit again. And he'd been writing loads of music. So he just kind of was like, okay, maybe we should. Basically, we had a bunch of debt as a band that we needed to pay off. And the quickest way to pay that off is to play some shows. Yeah. So me and my brother got talking again, and we were like, we need to play some shows. And then we started writing together, and it kind of just happened really naturally. Like we never actually decided to continue to be a band. We just decided that we would write a song together and then maybe play a show and then end. But we enjoyed writing together so much, and we enjoyed everything that we were doing, that we just decided to carry on. Yeah. But the other guys had a lot of stuff going on in their life, like particularly Tom. Tom has 3 kids. He's married. He like has a really good job as a tattoo artist. Like he has a really good life outside of being in the band, you know. So he just couldn't commit to it. So yeah, it ended up being just me and my brother, and some friends are now going to help us out.
So there was no bad blood between the other guys. Like, okay, you move on and we do our stuff.
No, not really. Like maybe when we were still in the band, there was a tiny bit, because I was maybe not being the nicest person, and I think that's why we sort of decided not to be a band for a bit because they got sick of me. Yeah. But, yeah, like now I don't think there's any bad blood. Certainly not.
That sounds very good.
Anyway.
That sounds very good. And talking about you, I would like to ask one question before about the topic. What was the reaction of the fans, or does it matter for you? What's the reaction of the fans, or is it like, no, hey, man, it's our music. We want to make music. We decide what's with the band, or would you say that it's very important for you to see how the reaction of the fans is, like the band is changing to a duo?
Yes, for me, it's definitely important to see the reaction of the fans, because the fans are the only reason that we are able to continue to make music. So it does matter to me, but also I'm not going to stop playing music just because 2 of the members have left or 3 of the members have left. Like, I'm going to still continue to make music. So hopefully the fans do understand. I think they do.
I think, definitely. Looking on the numbers for streaming for the few singles you released already, I think there's definitely a lot of interest for that. What's coming in the future. And now I got the best transition to the next part. Thinking about your latest singles, it's Going Clear and Kids. You mentioned you had quite a lot problems with yourself. You were not the best guy in the past, and I think Going Clear is exactly about that topic. Exactly,
correct.
So I think that's pretty clear for us that this is like the first song. Is it like an song version of saying sorry to everyone, or is it like more saying sorry to yourself? Or
I think both. I think it's dealing with addiction, and it is just basically an apology. You are very correct. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And now you release another single. Like the single was released in January, and now we have Kids from March. What was the idea behind Kids? For me, it's like a kind of a retrospective or view in like it was before, or like is this like a wish? I don't know. What's the idea?
Yeah, it's very much that. It's just nostalgia, really. It's like thinking about because Going Clear is very much about how all the things that I think are wrong with me and all the things that have happened as I've become an adult. And Kids is very much about like when we were younger and how things were much simpler and how it was kind of we were just a lot more free back then, I think.
Definitely. I think, that's definitely a topic, thinking about me getting older, and you have a lot of, there's so much things you have to deal with, and it was way easier. So very, very interesting and an amazing song. I'm not quite sure. I think Going Clear is very intense, and you can feel that in the song.
Yeah.
And thinking about that, what will come in the future, like I mentioned already your new record, The Present is a Foreign Land. It will be released on July 15th. What can we expect on the rest of the record? Because when we were talking to our team, and I asked them, hey, what are your thoughts about Def Havana, the new singles? They said like, they sounding like in the beginning. They changed the sound more to the begin than Rituals.
Yeah.
So what can we expect?
Yeah, so there's definitely a bit more of the older, rockier sound.
Yeah.
I don't think it was intentional. It just happened. I think the new record sounds like a mixture of everything we've ever released before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it does have some more Rituals pop bits on it, but a lot of it is more kind of like, it's a bit more rocky. It's because me and my brother wrote it together. We wrote it on actual guitars, and we were like planning on playing it live, so it has a lot more of like an energetic live feel about it. But there's some moments on it which are really electronic, and then there's some moments on it which are really heavy. It's kind of a spectrum of everything, really.
So it's one step to the front and one step to the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Very interesting, because this is very interesting view on the band? Like you had your most successful album, which was sounding different than the last one, and now you said, okay, but we also want to have the old sound. Would you say that this is like just a personal feel, like you mentioned it with your life idea, or is there more in that?
No, there wasn't really any theory
Concept
behind it. It kind of just happened. It just ended up sounding a lot more rocky and a lot more, I guess, a lot more like we used to sound.
What are you listening currently to what kind of music? Because the reason I'm asking is, I have the feel that the rock music is really finally in a renaissance, like it was years and years before. There's so many bands from alternative to harder styles. They get so much more attention, like perhaps 5 or 8 years before. So
yeah, definitely.
This is my question to you. What are you listening to? Might this be an influence?
I'm not sure really, because at the time of writing the record, I wasn't even really listening to music. I was just listening to audiobooks and stuff. But I know my brother was listening to a lot of my brother listens to a lot of like dance music. So that definitely doesn't translate to the record, apart from maybe on one song. But like you're right about rock music. Like currently, I'm listening to a band called Gang of Youths. Have you heard of them? Yeah, I listen to them a lot. There's a lot of really good like indie rock music around at the moment.
Thinking about that, what will happen after releasing your new record? Right now, we are in a situation in the UK. I guess all regulations are now gone. I think it's quite normal in the UK right now.
Yeah, it's pretty normal now.
And in Germany, we are in a step in between. And I hope that there will be a lot of festivals in summer and perhaps a real tours later on in that year. So what are your plans for the rest of the year?
So we have a small festival in England called Slam Dunk in June.
It's a very small one.
It's not small, but it's
not Leeds and Reading. Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. But no, it's cool. So, and then we may have a couple of other things, but I know for sure we have a tour in maybe October, I think.
Cool.
In the UK, but also in Germany.
Amazing.
Yeah, providing that the restrictions are going to allow us to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely plan on playing quite a long tour in Germany after the summer.
That sounds amazing. That sounds really amazing, and I really hope that this will happen. So
yeah, me too.
I'm looking forward to all the stuff that will come in the future about the Havana, because I really hope that you will get the attention and the audience you deserve with your music.
Thank you very much.
And I think it's very, very, very good that a band like you has not split up or so.
We almost did.
Yeah, but you haven't, and this is good.
Yeah. So, thank you. I appreciate that.
James, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Und ja, ihr habt es gehört, gab gar kein böses Blut zwischen der Band, es hat sich einfach nur auseinandergelebt, die anderen haben andere Verpflichtungen und jetzt machen Matthew und James weiter und die ersten beiden Singles sind richtig, richtig gut und ich bin mir auch sicher, dass alles, was danach kommt, sehr, sehr spannend wird. Am 15. Juli The Present is a Foreign Land, das neue der Havana-Album. Vielen lieben Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ihr kennt das Spiel, abonniert den Channel, klickt auf die Glocke. Der ganze YouTube-Quatsch, den man halt so machen muss und der wichtig ist, deswegen tut es. Guter Quatsch. So, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, man. It means a lot.
And see you soon.